Is there anything I can do, sir? Please. Don't do this to my wife, man. You don't know what you're doing to my family, man. Please. I'm begging you. I'm literally where am I going to put my feet? Sir, I'm begging you. Please. Please. Please.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So, no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know? I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You're not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now. She spit in my face.
Today's video takes us to the great state of Illinois, where we find a frauditor at the DMV. Only problem is they don't want him there. They kick him out and have him trespassed. Lovely. Let's all sit back, watch, have a good laugh, and most of all, enjoy!
These addresses in the back. Yeah, 1 and 2 on the left. Not at this one, sorry, we're too small.
Okay. So can I speak to your supervisor?
Yeah, sir, give me 1 second.
I would like to speak to your supervisor.
Yeah, is there a chance I can have you step outside for just 2 seconds?
Oh.
Yeah.
Closer?
Yeah.
So what is the closest one? Which
Chicago North. It would be on the middle one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I want to change my driver's license. It's far anyway.
It is appointment only for everything. You just go to this phone number or the website the same morning and they help you out, okay? Thank you, sir. I apologize, but there's no recording in the building. It's illegal to record in a state building.
Sounds fairly simple to me. There's no video recording in the building. But this is a frauditor, and frauditor's brains are very tiny. So he doesn't comprehend that, because for the next 45 minutes he's going to argue that point, even with the police. Well, let's cut this video up, because we're not going to watch 45 minutes of nonsense, are we? No way.
Sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to step outside the supervisor.
No, I think it's legal to record in here.
No, it's not, sir. It says even on the door.
I'll wait for your supervisor.
Okay.
It has to be backed by a law. You just can put up a sign that says I can't record.
Okay.
All right.
I can new a book test.
Sure.
It has to be a state statute behind it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's good
There
enough.
you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You are a good boy. You're a good boy. You're good lady.
That phone needs to go off. No recording in the building. Off and out. Tim, Juan, Jojo.
Can I get your name?
Outside the building.
Can I get your name?
Yes.
Yeah,
That way.
okay. Give me 1 second.
Are you the supervisor?
So you want to go to jail?
Do I want to go to jail
Yeah.
for recording in a public building?
I'm calling the police. He won't stop recording.
When do you think that all this nonsense will stop? Yeah, especially when you tell these yahoos that they're loitering. They say, oh no, I'm not loitering. I have a purpose. I have official business. And then they go on to say that recording is official business. What a bunch of malarkey nonsense.
Okay. Maybe the police can explain it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, good.
Absolutely, call non-emergency, but yeah, there's no filming in the building.
Just because you've never had one in Illinois before, make an appointment.
Are you together or no?
Oh, no.
Just go that way for me.
Can you explain to me why that is?
It's a law.
Hi, it's 1470 Lee Street. I'm calling from the disability facility. I have a gentleman who won't stop recording me, and I'm the
Wow. You know what I'm saying, sir? When you put up a sign, it has to be backed. It has to be backed by law.
This is a state building.
It has to be backed by law.
Go outside.
I'll wait here.
No,
I'll wait here.
outside the facility.
I'll wait here.
No, gonna go outside.
What is the law behind that? What's the law?
That's the Secretary of State. Come outside.
What's the law?
Outside.
The Secretary of State doesn't make laws.
It's really unbelievable that grown people will go out there and argue about a sign to record. What the hell is so important about recording at the Department of Motor Vehicles anyway? Why don't you put that effort into finding a real job, and then you won't have to do this bloody nonsense.
He doesn't make laws. No.
You wanna go outside or not?
He doesn't make laws.
You wanna go outside?
I'm here in the lobby
go to jail.
at the public place.
When the police come, let
Call the
them know.
police, get them arrested.
Yeah.
Every morning, same day.
You gotta go outside, sir.
When the police come, let them know.
You gotta go outside.
Let them know.
You gotta go outside, sir.
This sign,
Outside.
this sign has to be backed by a law. You just can put up a
It is
sign.
by the law.
Okay, what is there's no statute behind it. There's no statute here. All right.
You can argue with the police about that.
Right.
It's going to be a little bit.
I'm getting sticker.
Yeah, thank you so much.
What is your name?
Go outside.
Jojo?
Just go outside, boss.
What's your name? Reese?
Yeah.
Thank you. I understand you're just doing your job. I understand that.
Right.
But what I'm here to show is that the public members of the public have the right to record in public.
No, they don't.
And
Why
if
do you think we have this?
yeah, but this
Secretary
is
of State.
yeah, but this
Just imagine if every sign had to be backed by a law. Now I wonder if Frauditor turned down a road that said dead end, that's not backed by a law, so would he try to drive past the dead end? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just asking. I got to know these things.
is just the Secretary of State saying we can't record. He doesn't have that authority. Okay, there has to be a law. There has to be a statute behind the sign.
You've been arguing with the
Okay.
police about
He
this.
just He just can't put up a sign that says you can't record. This is a public place. Yeah. That's why we do this. To change these kinds of arbitrary.
But that means they're worth going to jail for.
No, I'm gonna speak with the police. You know, it's if you don't commit a crime, you know, you have nothing to worry about, right? It's not a crime to be in here and record. So, sir, did you say it was illegal to record in here?
Outside, sir.
Did you say it was illegal to record in here?
Yes.
Why is that? Can you explain that? No, I just need you to explain why it's illegal to record in public.
This is a government building.
Okay, yes, I do understand, which makes it public, right? That makes it a public building.
Notice how the Frauditor crept his way into the office from the lobby? That's what Frauditors do. But he won't be there for much longer. Roll that clip.
And members of the public, especially if you're trying to gather content for a story or you're documenting matters of public interest, you should be able to be in here and do what you need to do. Good afternoon.
Hey, how we doing?
Good. What's your name and your badge number?
Officer Conley, Star.
Nice to meet you. And are you the only one here?
I am.
Okay. So I'm not sure why they called you.
Okay. Well, the sign says no photography or any type of law.
Yes, I do understand that, but this is just a sign. So this sign has to be backed by a statute. It has to be backed by law.
Okay.
Because members of the public have the right to live in public buildings and record. It's been established in court.
You're talking about your First Amendment, I understand.
Yes, exactly. It's my First Amendment to do what I'm doing. So, but whatever reason you think, because the Secretary of State put up a sign here, that bars the members of the public from recording, but he doesn't have the authority to do that. Yeah. So if you can explain to them that I have the right to be in here and record. I mean, I'm not.
Do you want him trespassed from the building? Do you want him trespassed from the building?
Yes. That's not.
Oh, dearie me, that officer just solicited a trespass. That's right, solicitate. It's a new word in the frauditing community. Honest it is.
Okay.
He's not allowed to be inside the
They are allowed to trespass you from the building.
From a public building?
Yes.
Okay, do you understand that they can't do that unless I commit a crime? You can't trespass members of the public from a public space unless they've broken the law. I'm not trying to teach you anything.
They're saying that you're causing a disturbance.
What disturbance am I causing? Just simply being in here recording is not causing a disturbance.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Taking personal information out of people.
Okay, I'll show you something really quickly. That might help you.
We're gonna go this way, sir.
This is why we do what we do, to change things like this.
Okay, so
All right.
you're interrupting the flow of regular.
I wasn't. I'm not interrupting anything.
Sorry.
All right. I'm not in anybody's way. I'm not preventing anybody from carrying out their business here
Do
today.
you have you need
Now, the Frauditor's trying to get out a crumpled piece of paper because although he said he doesn't want to educate the officer, deep down he really does. Because when he was growing up, he wanted to become an educator. But then he started going afoul of the law, and here he is today, a Frauditor.
You need to take me off of that film. You hear me? So I see the disturbance you're creating.
Sir, him reacting to me is not me creating a disturbance. That's him creating a disturbance. Him reacting to me, I never engaged him. So he reacted to me. That doesn't.
This is a flow of business.
Okay, I'm not in the way.
Okay, can you take him outside, please?
Okay, he'll be violating my rights, and that'll be a lawsuit.
Guys,
All right.
let's do me a favor. Everybody that's not here, go in that door.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want. Right?
Thank you, appreciate it.
I'll come talk to you. This gentleman wants an audience. We don't want to provide that for him, so please go into that door and let my partner come talk.
Okay. Do you want me to read this to you? It doesn't matter?
You too, sir.
Okay. Well, I would hope you would uphold my right here today to do what I'm doing.
Am I not doing that at all right now?
I appreciate that. I appreciate it. But I want them to know that I'm able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you can explain to them that I'm able to be here and record.
At this point, the officer's going to call his supervisor because he doesn't want to go back and forth with this yahoo, and I don't want to go back and forth with him either. So let's speed the thing up.
20 minutes later.
Why they have those signs, and
Okay.
they do. The Secretary of State is en route. Let me talk first before you read up your speech. Okay. They're en route, and they said that they do have a statute that falls under, and if you're not
Okay,
going to
okay.
abide by
No,
it,
I need to see it. Remember what I said when I first walked in here? Show me the statute. If there's a statute behind it, I don't break the law. If that's a law, I will leave. I don't break
right
the law.
now, the law they're suggesting you broke is disorderly conduct. Which I
Okay.
advised you when I first came here
Okay.
that you were disrupting the orderly business of this establishment.
Everything is recorded. That's fine. This is a U.S. appeals court ruling. Simons versus United States, 390 U.S. 377,
It's
1968.
constitutional law.
Wait, the claim and exercise of a constitutional right cannot be converted into a crime. A denial of them would be a denial of due process law.
Now, who would have ever thought that this guy was a YouTube law expert? Well, they all are, aren't they? All frauditors are YouTube law experts, because if you watch Chili DeCastro long enough, you'll end up just like him, in jail.
Not being arrested
Right.
for recording.
Okay.
That's what you're missing.
This time Right, but-
you're being investigated for disorderly conduct.
Okay, so
That's a criminal law.
okay.
That's not constitutional.
Okay,
What you're claiming is constitutional with the video camera. Okay, so
Right,
be it.
right.
We'll let Secretary of State handle that part.
Okay.
What we're telling you is we're here for the criminal part, which is the disorderly conduct.
Okay.
The gentleman out here has said multiple times he's came up here and told you to stop recording him.
Okay.
All right, and every time you swing the camera, he's feeling that he's violated.
So you understand?
I mean, I know it's funny for you. but
No,
it's not
no,
funny
no.
for
The
him.
reason it's funny is he has no expectation of privacy in public. He's in public. If I was at his house or his property, it's different. He's in public. No one has expectation of privacy in public,
He's
though.
here where he's presenting sensitive documents that he doesn't want on camera, and which is why the Secretary of State has these signs saying, please no recording.
Okay, and do you also know that just capturing sensitive information on camera is not a crime? What is a crime is what you do with that information.
I don't know about you good folks, but I certainly don't want my personal information captured by this yahoo or anybody else. Now, he's been asked to leave the building, and he's still in the building. How much longer will it take to get him out of the building? Well, he'll leave when he's good and ready, which is just about now.
No different. You know, it's the only thing that restricts my right to do what I'm doing is time, place, and manner. Those are the only three things that restrict my right to record anywhere in the public. If there was a sign that says this is restricted, do not enter, and if I do that, then that's a crime. But just being in a place that I'm allowed to be in and recording cannot be construed into a
just so you
crime.
know, I have to tell you from Sergeant Flores, the
Yeah.
Secretary of State Police, badge number 0995.
Okay.
You've been formally trespassed from this establishment.
Formally?
It's not coming from me.
Okay.
It's Sergeant Flores, Secretary of State Police, star number
Oh yeah.
0995.
Okay. I'm not gonna stay here if you tell me I'm trespassed, but I need the formal trespass, and I'm gonna leave
That comes in its form of a citation.
in the form of a citation.
Yes.
No, the way the trespass law works is you have to tell someone to leave.
Okay, Sergeant Flores just told me
Okay,
to tell you to leave.
then I'll leave. I will leave. All right, then you can deal with my lawyer later.
That's fine.
All right, thanks.
Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Imagine that, good people. Another frauditor with an attorney on retainer. These guys must have stacks of cash, that's all I can say. Yeah, well, it took 5 police 40 minutes to get this guy out of the building. Of course, they were being nice to him. I would have kicked him right on out. Yeah, well, I tell you what, if you enjoy watching stupid people do stupid things on my channel, this is the place for you. Please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by, dim-witted Frauditor. Why can't you get a job, boy? Cheers to that.
I've actually studied English, and I have over a 400 level education in English. I'm not sitting down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can come try to make me. You're welcome to try to make me. Take a swing. Take a swing.
What is the reason for calling the officers here?
No reason I'm really unhappy that somebody did this to me.
I'm gonna arrest you for trespassing in a minute.
On public property?
Yeah, we're asking you to leave and you're not leaving. That's trespassing.
She's right in my face, guys. You can't come up and touch me like that.
You don't have permission to film me in any space.
I don't need permission to
Yes, you
record
do.
you in public, man.
Actually,
No, that's
you
the
do.
law.
Oh, is that like a law?
It's against the law.
Oh, what law is that? Funny, because I've never heard about that. I pay for that uniform, I pay for that car, I'm the taxpayer, right? You work for me, right? You're just a little guy. You're just a little guy. You work for me. You are a public servant. You are a public servant. You work for me.